I mean this to you as a friend. I'm going to say something to you, and I mean it because unlike a lot of the people that you surround yourself with or that you're surrounded by, I'm going to tell you the truth. And the truth is, you should be pissed off. You should be upset. You have every right to not like where you're at. Guys, I'm trying to find a dry spot right now, and I'm going to talk to you guys, a certain select individual. I'm going to talk to a certain select individual today. And that individual is the person that feels like they're tolerating incompetence. They're struggling with feeling like they're expecting too much. Like, how many of you guys are going into where you work, and as you go in there, you look around, and all you really want is a positive environment, a go-getter environment, a place where people are really putting in the work and striving for excellence and trying to be their damn best. And how many of you guys, when you go into the workplace, you're surrounded by negative Nancy's. You're surrounded by people, underachievers, people that are mentally checked out. That's what we used to call it in the military, We say, oh, he's checked out. And I want to tell you, if you're in a situation where you're dissatisfied with where you work and you strive and you're ambitious and you want more, you have every right to be pissed the fuck off. You have every right to be upset with where you're at. But you also have a right, you have to take responsibility because you put you with where you're at. You put you in the spot that you're in. I'm still getting wet. I'm going to talk to you guys about how to change your life and how to go from being frustrated with where you're at to being free. Okay? Dogs are all fired up because it's like raining out here. They've been inside a lot of the day. Now they're outside, so they're going crazy. What's up, guys? That's Epic. Epictetus and Kiba. Handsome, aren't they? There's Kiba right there. Epic, where you going? Epic's over there. He's addicted to lizards. He's got a huge lizard problem. We actually have to break him of that. But point being, all right, bringing this back so you guys we're all focused here. This is serious shit. But not everybody is living congruent with themselves, okay? When you're congruent with yourself, like humans are supposed to expand, okay? Just like an acorn turns into an oak tree, humans are supposed to grow into their potential. But a lot of times we don't. We get in a spot where our growth gets stunted, okay? And for me, that was like, I quit on myself. Like the first thing that I wanted to do when I was young was I wanted to be an athlete. And I failed at that, and when I failed, I quit. And so I settled, and I found myself absolutely miserable inside. I found myself dissatisfied with life, dissatisfied with myself. I felt there was just no point. I wanted to give up, and I wanted to quit on life on top of the fact that I'd already quit on my dream of being an athlete. That place is a very difficult spot to be, and when you're in that difficult spot, life gets very, very difficult and hard because you turn negative. I gotta let this guy in. So, how do you make a change? How do you get into a life that you love and out of a life that you hate? Well, it comes down to being dissatisfied. You got to get dissatisfied with two things: dissatisfied with yourself and dissatisfied with the life that you're living, right? Okay. Now, a lot of people will ignore their pain. They'll ignore their problems. They'll minimize their problems. So you're going to work, and you're like thinking that wanting to be part of a great organization, wanting to be part of a great team, wanting to be around absolute killers is asking too much, and it's not. That's actually how life is supposed to be. When humans grow into their full potential, they grow into that oak tree like we talked about. Okay? And everybody else, the majority of people, they don't ever grow into that oak tree. They remain the acorn. So I share all this because the times in my life that have actually changed, it's when I got sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I said, you know what, I'm tired of my own shit. I'm tired of this life that I created. So that's what you have to do, number one, is you have to get sick and tired of being sick and tired. And then number two, you have to do something bold with your life. You know, people are going to tell you all the time, like, they have these secrets to success, but none of the secrets will work unless you take fucking action. So for any of you guys that struggle with procrastination, realize that procrastination, the price of procrastination, is the life that you could have lived. Every day that you kick the can down the road, every day that you say, you know what, I'll do this later, is one more day where you've decided to quit on the life that you could have built. There's a life where you are living and doing work that you love. There is a life where you are in incredible shape. There is a life where you feel confident. You're in a loving marriage, a loving relationship. That reality exists in the world, and the only thing that is stopping that reality from being a reality that you're living is the fact that you keep procrastinating. So next time that the procrastination hits and you tell yourself tomorrow or next day or I'll do this next week, realize that the story that you are telling yourself is procrastination in disguise. The story is what's keeping you stuck. And whenever the story hits, that's your biggest opportunity to become a person that doesn't just enroll in the story that they tell themselves, but a person that takes action. So get fucking sick and tired of sick and tired. Take the immediate action. Overcome that fear. And then once you make that final jump, your next step is to follow through. This is the part that a lot of people forget. A lot of people will get bold enough to make a giant leap, and then they'll fall off. The biggest thing that caused a transformation in my life, that can cause a transformation in your life, is the law of exposure. The law of exposure states that which you see, you cannot unsee. So in order for you to make a full change, you have to expose yourself to the level of life that you want to be at. You want a Lamborghini? I got a Lamborghini outside. You want a pool in your backyard? I got a pool in my backyard. You want a house near the beach? I got a house near the beach. You want a life like this, okay? And maybe some of you guys, your life is bigger than mine. Maybe it's better. Maybe you're happier. Maybe your life is bigger, but you're actually more miserable. Maybe some of you guys have more net worth than I do, but you're miserable and I'm happy. Whatever you want in your life, whether you want more happiness, you want the life, you want the pool, you want the car, whatever it is that you want, you have to get exposed to. I have met some people that have massive amounts of money but are so miserable inside that none of the money matters. Imagine that. Imagine building a life and building this financial freedom. Imagine building wealth and you hate you when you get there. So I don't care how you want to change your life, but when you want to change your life, you have to get exposed to the level of life that you want to live. That's what I had to do when I transitioned out of the military. When I built a life that I did love, is I got around people who love their life. And I kept myself there. I kept showing up. I have a mentor that I've had mentoring me since 2018. When I find something that works, I double down. I don't run away. And that's what I want for you guys. So that's my message today. Success leaves clues. What one man can do, another can do. And the things that helped me transform my life were, number one, I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. Number two, I took a leap of faith. Number three, I committed. I followed through. And I got exposed to the level of the life that I wanted to live. Follow those 3 steps. One of those 3 steps is the one that you need to do more of. I wish you guys the best, and then I just want you to feel what I feel, that regardless of all the adversity that's going on in my life, like I got a lot of shit going on right now, guys. I have a lot of shit going on right now. Oh, man. I got some friends issue. I got freaking, you name it. The area of life, I got issues in that area. But I'll tell you what, man, I'm fucking happy that I'm going after it. And those issues that I have, they're growing pains. They're not pains from settling. They're pains from growing. And that's what I want for all you guys, to be happy with the growth. I love you all. That's today's message. If you like this video on growth and transformation, share it with a friend and comment down below which step you feel you need to commit to next? I want to read it in the comments. Conquer all.